You know we.
All right.
Yeah.
Look at the camera.
Yeah, Vince is handling that.
The camera that's on. You too. The camera that's on.
Or this one here.
Little red light on. Yeah.
Matt, why don't you say Matt's cam? The Matt cam.
The one that's the lights on.
I don't look at lights, dude. I look at people.
Okay.
It's not like I don't know
So
them.
let's do a
You're a
clean
real
intro.
people person.
You're gonna do a clean intro. Say that you have 2 artists for Kids at Whitney High, and then we're crazy about comics. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with that. 5.
It cleans, you mean no
4,
cussing?
3. What?
Kidding. I'm kidding. I was kidding. A little
I think he was talking smack.
side joke. We're good. We're good.
Oh, we're
He's
good.
going to do it anyway.
Am I doing it? You're not doing anything tonight.
We're in 5,
Tired.
4, 3, 2.
Whoa! What is that? What's popping all over your eyeballs over there, folks? Yes, it's another exciting episode of Comic Book Geeks. We're going to be here tonight with 2 of the esteemed artists of the Kids at Whitney High comic. We've got Robbi Rodriguez and Neal Von Flue. So stick around. And, tie your shoelaces if you can. And
watch a couple guys who are
crazy about comics. Thanks for bringing that home, dude.
Comic book geek. I never set limits on what man can achieve, so they call me a comic book geek. I love and beauty and what philosophers say, but I'm a comic book geek. Don't call me a loser, 'cause I'm a comic book geek. 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 I want to live in a world of adventure. I want to have the seas of immortality. I want to move across the limits of imagine, past the limits to believe that we can be beyond the limits of human. That's why they call me a geek. Oh, well, a comic book geek. I love a comic book geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek, geek, 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 geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek.
All right. So hey, Robbi, thanks for coming down tonight, man.
No problem.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
I'll let you talk.
No, we're doing really well. Did you run all the way in your orange tennis shoes?
Oh, yes, I went
love
all the way up here. Local guys.
I've never seen orange tennis shoes before.
Yes.
You're from Texas?
I'm from Texas.
Originally?
Yes.
Oh, I had a question about Texas. Oh, I was driving through Texas going to Mexico, and I saw the Rio Grande, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like about, I thought the Rio Grande, it was like about this wide.
No, it's pretty big, but you can walk it.
You can walk through it? Is that a river or what is that?
Yeah, it's a river.
Okay, cool.
You can walk right through it.
So maybe when it rains, it gets to be pretty big. Honestly, it wasn't any bigger than this, I don't think. At least where we were.
Well, it's like when you go to Starbucks and you order a grand. You know, it's it's like the smallest coffee. You would think it'd be the biggest, but it's actually pretty small.
But you translate it as all grande, or it's all large.
Oh yeah. Well, now were you drawing comics when you were in Texas?
Oh yeah, I did a mini series called Hero Camp, which got picked up by Image. Is how I broke into the business.
Cool. How'd you wind up doing that book?
A couple of buddy of mine. He was actually a retailer at Lone Star Comics.
In Texas?
In Texas. It was actually a big comic book chain. And my friend Greg Thompson, he used to work at the CBLDF for a while too. But we broke in doing Hero Camp, which we just want to do like silly superhero books. And let's do silly superhero books, but in camp.
How did it sell?
It did pretty well for like 3 unknown guys who never did a book before.
What's pretty well? Did it sell better than Captain Greedy?
Probably. About 4,000 each issue. We did 4 issues.
It's a little better than what I did.
How much did your book sell again, Jeffrey?
389.
That was the purchase, copies, not
Did you buy them yourself?
June says we'll make 1,000. I said, no, people are going to like this. It's really funny. So I made 5,000. I'm all over the place still. Boxes in my mother-in-law's garage. All around.
There's a nice wildfire going up in Santa Barbara. You can go try to douse it with some Captain Greedy comics.
Yep.
I think it was kind of underrated, but
it
wasn't really.
It was sticking to mine recently.
Well appreciated.
So
I missed the long Jericho used to have. from back in the day.
Oh yeah, remember you used to have Jerry curl?
Oh, yeah, I like that. My wife won't let me do it again.
Oh, I missed
What?
that.
Do you like it?
Yes, I saw those old commercials when I was doing
Oh man, I would like
research for this.
I'd like to do that again.
So you researched for tonight's appearance.
Yes, I did.
Which is something we didn't do.
I'm kind of worried. This wasn't the guy that was fellatiating, was it?
Oh yeah, you saw that episode.
Yes,
huh?
I saw that.
That might be the mic.
Oh.
But hold it to your mouth, like the producer said, or whatever the director. He doesn't like to be called.
You know what
producer.
episode he's talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking
Was
about
it
lose, yeah.
Loose, boy.
Right,
That
little
was
flashback.
Fuck you fucking everybody! Down to the fucking ground right now!
we don't give up shit like
I'm a super fucking villain! I want those shorts now!
Hey, oh.
Where's my money, bitch? You wanna get that boot up? You wanna get that boot deep in that ass! Deep in that ass! Deep in that ass! Yeah. Get up here. Look at this ass. This was an ass that was forgotten about. Look at this ass. This was a forgotten about ass.
Now we just ask if we're back, right?
All right, good. You want me to count back in?
Hey Chris,
Yeah,
how
count
was
back
that?
in. I always like that.
Was that good, Chris?
Sure.
All right, thanks.
All
You
right.
should keep that on where he says, "Is it good?" And you say, sure. I love shit like that. It's funny. Don't you think so, Lonnie?
All right, I'm going to keep that on too, where you say I should keep it on.
Beautiful.
All right, we're back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
So we're back. Why don't you ask this question, old man?
This question, do we have one? What
Yeah,
what did I start
you
with? I
always
said
get
we'll be
upset
right.
with me. What? We're back.
We'll be right back.
We're back
Oh,
now.
the movie.
Yes.
Tell us about the movie.
The movie got optioned a couple years ago. Mick G's attached to direct it,
Wow.
and we got a couple screenwriters. I'm
Are you the
blanking on
creator?
the name right now. Yeah, I'm co-creator. on
Well,
the book.
real quick,
Okay,
can
so
we
two
just
people.
rewind for a minute? We're talking about maintenance, which is a comic book.
Good
that
word.
Yeah.
Good word,
we
Mike.
forgot to mention we're no longer talking about Hero Camp. We're talking about
maintenance.
now.
Yes.
How many issues did you do on maintenance?
Maintenance. We did about 10 issues.
And it
with,
stopped. And it stopped.
Yeah, we stopped right now. We're on a hiatus right now because the writer, co-creator Jim Macy just adopted 2 kids from Indonesia.
Oh God, he's worse than Madonna.
I know he just buying them off the black market.
Wow.
What did
So-
McG give you for that movie?
We got some cash on it.
No. How much?
I'm not talking numbers, dude.
Jeez.
Did you see the research?
Yes.
Did you find he's gonna ask you how much money?
Yes, I know
Mike,
everything.
Mike told me how much he made on.
You want to ask how much is in my pocket
his-
so I can get robbed when I get out of here?
No, that's boring. Boring stuff. Come on.
Well,
You want my bank account number?
We're trying to do like a Howard Stern thing.
let's
Let's talk about anal.
we could,
then.
if you want to talk about money, we could talk about Free Comic Day real quick. Just digress.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
see. Okay, then
You know what, dude? I'm probably the wrong person to ask about numbers because I don't care about that shit.
That's right. You just do it for the
I
love,
just do it for
right?
the fun of it. You don't go do comics for money. It's the most retarded
No,
idea to have.
no, you don't. But it's nice when it comes in. How many millionaires do you think are in comics? I was trying to figure that out.
Your buddy Alex Ross.
Alex
Oh, I
Ross.
hate Alex Ross. Oh, you saw that episode?
Yes, I saw that one.
That guy's such a putz. What do you think about Alex Ross?
He does the same shit over and over.
Yeah.
It's a good scheme.
See, right now-
it's like
George
him,
is-
Greg Land. That's a good scam to get in.
Just like copying.
Copying stuff and
I
making
like Greg
CFOs,
Land.
I know.
And I like all those guys who do realistic art. You don't like realistic
No.
art? It's my favorite kind of art.
You're retarded.
If you look at Greg Land, it's like, okay, what Playboy?
You
did
know,
he
if you
sketch
want
this
to
out of?
see a grown man dressed in underwear, just look in the mirror.
There you go.
Why go buy books?
He has done his research.
He has, yeah.
He's got much better lines than we do.
Now see, Robbi, when Hero Camp came out, it had a very, I think, it looked a lot like a Mike Allred type art style.
Yeah.
And then Maintenance it was more animated, and the Kids at Whitney High, it's like almost like a John Crick-Faluzzi sort of.
Yeah, that script was just fun, and I thought it called for it. Really, I'm gonna put my thought into it. I just draw it.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
do you have any input on the writing?
On with Maintenance, me and Jim, we go back and forth on stuff quite a bit. I mean, we've already plotted out like the next 10 issues of Maintenance when we come back already.
Is it coming back?
It's coming back.
Oh, cool.
Come hell or high water, it's gonna come back. Email Oni. Tell him you want more Maintenance.
And you can get it at Jeffrey's Comics.
You can get it at Jeffrey's. And do you guys still have some?
Well, we're not allowed to talk about my store. This is a Jeffrey's show.
Because I pay the money.
He pays for the show. So it's...
Jeffrey's Comics.
I'm just
the
here to
store
look
quality.
sexy. Yeah.
Hey,
No,
what's it like working with Stephen Colbert? Is he funny? He's pretty funny.
He got some weird fans.
Oh, really?
Like Trekkie type weird.
Oh.
That obsessed over this man, which I'm not sure why.
Oh, like...
I've actually New York show. I've had no.
He's rolling?
Yeah, he's
I'm rolling.
Okay, I actually thought
I've
of a
I've
question.
actually had
I
like
get
a
excited when I do that.
Okay, ready?
when we announced the book in New York a couple years
Sure.
ago. He did a signing for Oni Press. First 20 people there were like fat girls wanting underwear signed by Stephen Colbert.
Wow,
I
that's
thought it was a bit
shocking.
no.
See, that's where you want
I
to be in
guess he's a pretty
comics.
good-looking guy, but I just wouldn't think people would think of him as a sex symbol because he does kind of a buffoonish humor thing.
Well, look at
Wow.
us.
Yeah, look at you guys.
Are we sex symbols?
I think so in some areas.
Look
In
at this.
Texas.
Look at this glamorous life.
Texas. we're real big in Texas.
If you were to look
So
for
you had a question. Let's hear it.
I lost it. Keep talking and come back. What were we talking about? Colbert. Go on.
This is one of my best interviews I've done so far.
Colbert.
Is it?
I love it.
So we didn't really get to talk about what you have coming out soon.
Coming up soon right now is a webcomic called Frankie Get Your Gun.
What's it about?
It's about an autistic girl that fights Ultraman.
Ultraman himself?
Yeah, Ultraman himself in the space western.
Sounds so
Do you get paid for webcomics?
No,
Do
you don't get paid for real comics.
He didn't get paid for this. I mean, I don't know. Have you gotten paid for any comics?
Yeah, I've gotten paid, but
Oh,
it's not really.
now I feel bad.
I do it because you're my buddy.
Oh, well, thank you, Robbi. That's cool.
And you know what? I got to be with. I got to say I got to be in a book with an Eisner winner.
Who was the Eisner? Oh, Chuck.
Chuck Beebe.
Chuck Beebe and future Eisner winners hopefully here. We got a great lineup. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
that's
going to talk about it next week, but
I'm surprised at the amount of people you got in that book.
dude, it's amazing. We got Neal Von Flue, who's in the house tonight, Ricky Niehaus, and
So Chuck Beebe is a pretty good artist to you because it doesn't look like real.
Yeah, because it's actually very stylized and actually it's actual art.
I can do a lot of art that doesn't look real.
You should do an indie book.
I guess so.
he did.
Oh, that's right.
389 copies sold.
I saw that cover and said, man, it looks like it should be on a van.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to think. Now, the actual photo cover?
We had two
or-
covers.
Is it the one with the girl with the bikini?
That's his wife. Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's a photo cover version too. I mean, her bajungas are pretty big. They kind of look like they could be airbrushed
And
on.
this is it. We're going to talk about my wife's breast. I'm going to get in trouble. We'll be right back.
Oh, good.
You don't even watch these people, do you?
She won't. No, I don't. I'm
No,
into,
I didn't mind talking about it, but it was time to cut.
I'm into what's going on over
All right,
here.
we're good.
I
And-
kind of want
okay,
to talk
so-
about your wife's vagina next.
How you doing, Shelly? You bored?
I miss
Did
it.
you want to talk to Carol? She's back there.
Ah! What? I was kidding.
Okay.
Mike gets me doing
What
that
about
stuff.
my vagina?
Jesus.
Gonna beat your ass. I hope she comes out here and beats your ass.
Jeffrey's Comics is located at 15900 Crenshaw in Gardena, directly across from El Camino College. We have over 1,000 graphic novels. We have over 500 new comic titles. Our video section contains over 500 rare nostalgic DVDs, classic entertainment for all ages. This is our kids' comic section. We have a large toy selection. This is our statue section. Our older comics are all great investments. We have comic books as cheap as 4 for $1, going up over thousands of dollars. At Jeffrey's, the magic never stops. We live comics, we love comics, we are comics.
Did I ever tell you how much I hate you guys?
Internet porn. All of us?
Why do you hate us?
I was watching.
No, that's good. That's good.
Why do you hate us?
Huh?
Why do you hate us?
I don't know.
Because we make you
I
hate
don't want to
yourself.
get into that.
Oh.
We're back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Wow, little rock and roll.
So where do you see yourself in comic books? Where would you like to be?
Where I like to be? Honestly,
Texas?
Yeah, back in Texas. No, actually, I like to be in Portland. That's where I see myself being.
Portland's great, man.
Portland is like heaven.
Portland has the only city that has
Ooh, and I
the
can tell you
police
one
force.
thing.
Police force has to. Am I boring you or something? I'm trying to do my fucking lines here. Oh, go on. I forgot what I was going to say.
Police force.
I'm old.
Go
Police
police force. You re-interrupt.
Oh, the police force has to have college degrees.
Oh, really? I know that. I like in Portland you can have 2 chickens legally.
You can own 2 chickens?
chickens?
For what purpose?
Just to have them. He's like, I want a chicken. So, all right.
And they
you have
also
two.
allow euthanasia, right?
I believe
I
so.
think they're the only state that does.
I'm not really sure about the laws in
401
Oregon.
people. I was reading in the Times this week. 401 people killed themselves.
You ever see yourself doing that?
God, I hope not. But I mean, think if I was in constant pain and I had 3 weeks to live, you know.
How would you do it?
How would I do it?
Yeah, if you could.
I'd take an overdose of some kind of exotic drugs.
You've done that already.
Yeah, I miss it
Really?
too.
Is that all? Just take drugs? I'll be like, I'll take drugs and be like Evil Knievel and sit dynamite in my back pocket and just go off the cliff.
Go kill some
Surely
people.
I'd find the biggest, heaviest woman I could find and have her get on top of me. Robbie, is there anything you want to tell the peeps before you go off into that cold night?
Other than just buy maintenance, buy the Colbert trade when it comes out, and that's about it.
Okay, and get it at Jeffrey's Comics, and we will be right back.
So what's going on?
Well, I'm going to interview Neal Adams. I'm very nervous.
Yeah?
He's one of your heroes.
Yeah, he is one of my heroes. He's one of the greatest artists in
Should we
comics.
think we should buy something or something just to kind of butter him up?
I don't have any money in my long
I'll
johns
have to
there.
explain.
Let me see if let me just,
I think he might be in
Hey,
line.
Neal.
Captain Greedy.
How are you doing? Captain Greedy,
okay,
that's
cool.
our character. You know, the DC stuff you always used to do with the, like the covers for House of Mystery and things like that. I love that. I always say, wow, when I would see it, you know. And your new stuff, I always say, it looks really good, but I don't say wow anymore. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm getting old.
No, I think you're getting old.
Yeah.
You're here to criticize me. That's what the deal is.
No, come on.
You may actually be getting old and not cool.
But this stuff looks really good. This stuff does look really good.
I tell him that all the time. He's very tired and
Yeah, and
it's-
jaundiced.
well.
That's what it is.
And we're back with local superstar Neal Von Flue. How you doing, sir?
Good, very good.
You have a question?
Jeffrey,
slap
and you
the
know
skins.
Mike.
Right.
And Von Flue is like, what kind of name is that?
It's Swiss, actually.
Swiss. Like I know
Historically,
it was around
historically,
there.
yeah.
And Neal is a local artist, like I said, in the South Bay. For you South Bay folks at home, you should really check out his website. We're going to talk about it now. We'll talk about it later too. VonFlueArt.com. That's kind of how I got to know him. Saw that he's got a great variety of art styles. He's very versatile. He's got what can you do? I mean, let's talk about some of the different things you do. I know you do murals and stuff.
Yeah,
What
we
else?
do murals. We do illustration. We do web design. We do comics. We do furniture. We do ceramics. We do faux finishing. We do
And when you say
pretty
we,
much
you
anything
mean
and everything. Oh yeah.
we mean we.
My wife and I.
The holy we.
Yeah. Marital we. Yeah.
So are there murals around South Bay that people could look
Yeah.
for?
Oh, yeah,
Maybe you
yeah.
can name some of them.
We did, the most recent one would probably be, most recent large public mural would probably be the Hermosa Centennial mural, which is down on Pier Plaza, on the end of Pier Plaza in Hermosa Beach.
And there's some interesting history in that mural. What's on
It's
it?
a 40-foot mural that covers, it was for the centennial, and we cover 100 years of Hermosa's history from when it started, you know, as a destination from Hollywood all the way up to punk music, skate culture, rockabilly culture, all the way up.
It's by
to
the pier?
current. It's on the Pier Plaza. Do you know where the, you may know where the Mermaid
I used
is?
to live in Hermosa, but I actually don't know what Pier Plaza
Down
is
at the end.
exactly.
Well, it used to be
Like
just
in
the
the
end of
50s
Pier
something.
Avenue, but they've
Yeah.
cemented the whole thing.
Okay, I
over,
got it.
so,
Okay.
Is Miles Davis on there? Or
no, Chet Baker.
Chet
was a
Baker's
guy
on there,
who,
and
came from,
is Henry Rollins on there?
there's some Henry Rollins on there. Yeah, Pennywise was another big Hermosa punk band. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of that stuff represented on there. Chet Baker and Harold Rumsey, who played at the Lighthouse for the Lighthouse All Stars band.
So a lot of people don't realize what a history we have here at the South Bay. I kind of take the culture here for
Ozzy
granted.
and Harriet lived in Hermosa in the 60s, I think. And
Mm-hmm.
does the mural have Sonny's Funnies? He used to be down right down by the
No,
pier.
no, it
Oh, darn.
doesn't.
Does it have Jeffrey's
I have to
comics?
tell
Yeah.
Sonny. Yeah.
I did sneak it in
Even though I
before,
wasn't in Hermosa, but I lived in Hermosa, and I
That's
went to
good.
Pier Avenue School.
You know, Richard Hatch used to live
When it
down
was
in
a school.
Hermosa.
Is that right?
Yep. He used to surf down there, he told me.
I hate it when you talk about Richard
Well, I'm
Hatch.
going to stop then.
Okay,
Right
no,
now,
go on.
For now. So, and then what else? And I like, whenever I take my wife out to dinner, which is often, I always look on buildings and there's like, you know, there'll be some vines painted along the side of a building. Then
Yeah,
there it is,
sure.
Von Flue. Everywhere.
Sometimes, yeah.
It's everywhere.
Sometimes,
Well, name some other places then.
yeah. I guess we did a large tile mural for the Neptunian Club in Manhattan Beach. We've done a lot of restaurants and stuff like that. Those are probably the two bigger public murals you
You
can
know, it's
see.
a really
in
big
Manhattan
thing,
Beach.
which you guys probably didn't do, was the one on the Edison plant. Is that
Oh,
still there
yeah,
with the fish
whalens,
and
the
everything,
walls,
and the
yeah.
whales?
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
nice. That's the only one I guess I've seen, which I'm sorry because
He does not look
because
at
he
it.
didn't do it. Well, I guess I don't get around so much anymore
Oh,
either. Yeah.
Well, now you'll be cognizant of it.
No, I gotta
Probably-
look for it. I
yeah.
really am interested in
Yeah.
that. So you don't have another job, but art is your job.
That's yeah.
and
That's
you
what,
do
yeah,
full-time
very-
artist.
That's what we do.
That's cool.
Going on a little over 10 years now.
And what other comic work have you done, you know, leading up to, of course, the kids?
Most of the
With Your
comic stuff, I spent a lot of time making web comics. Most of the comics that I've made for print have been in anthologies. I just did a few anthologies, which were translations of old folk songs with a writer friend of mine that we've done. It'll be coming out. One anthology that's still looking for a house, and then another one online.
What are the songs?
The one we just finished was the Wreck of the Old 97, which is a very old folk song about a terrible train accident. And,
Can we hear a few bars?
yeah, I'm sure you can online. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, you know I'm fishing here.
Yeah.
We hear it. We got to hear it later because we got to break for a commercial.
Oh, is that what you're telling us?
Commercial for
saying?
Jeffrey's Comics.
Oh, cool. Maybe we'll have maybe we can play that song.
We'll be right
break,
back.
'cause I'm
We'll
sure
be
you
right
guys
back.
are sick of seeing that commercial by now. Love it.
Get you a break.
Dude,
So we'll be right back. Just
Just
say
I
it.
never want to
Say it. We'll be right back.
Shit, I gotta find out.
Like
about
that.
it. All right.
Okay, are we back?
From the car in the driveway to the walls to the windows, it's all about one of the classic genres of literature, comics. Jeffrey Patterson is a Southern California comic dealer, but he doesn't just deal comics, he lives them. Name a superhero, he'll have the books, the collectibles, the action figures, even full-size costumes. This guy doesn't do anything halfway. It's all the way, baby. From floor to ceiling, cabinets to doors, every inch of his home is dedicated to high art. And when visitors get tired of worshiping at the altar of the superhero, they can lie down for a rest. That's a real skeleton, by the way. Classic. And creepy.
Dabba 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 to the chimpy to the monk. Dabba 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 to the monkey to the chimp. All night long they chatter away, all day long they're happy and gay, swinging and singing in a hunky
Wow,
dunky
man.
way.
I gotta say, dude, that was a good barbecue. No, Neal throws great barbecues too. If you guys know where Neal lives,
Yeah.
we won't give your address out.
Please don't.
But
Appreciate that.
you do awesome barbecues, and,
We'd like to
and
have a
last time I was
party
there,
once
there
in a
was
while.
like margaritas and all sorts of good stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he plays you're in a band,
Not really. It's we call it a drinking club with a music problem. Yeah.
and Neal plays. You know what his instrument of choice is? not the skin flute.
Right.
It's the saw. Like the
Musical saw,
same thing
yeah.
you would
That's
cut a
right.
tree down with.
It's maybe not my instrument of choice, but
Okay, but it's
I do it.
unique.
Yeah, it's a novelty. Yeah.
I think we need to hear some musical saw in the next.
You can bring your own saw.
I should have brought it. I should have brought it.
We can cut to that in post. But no, so how'd you learn how to play the saw?
I just got one out of the garage.
You're like,
Pretty
since I don't have a
much, yeah.
job, since I won't be cutting down trees with this, I'm
Yeah.
an artist.
Yeah.
I'll be playing music with it.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I had heard the sound and liked it a lot. It's pretty strange.
Kind of like a theremin almost.
Yeah, a lot of people who play the theremin also play the saw, and vice versa. For
Saws
some
are
reason.
cheaper, aren't they?
Much, yeah, much. So I had one in the garage and played it for a while, and then I actually broke down and bought an actual musical saw.
Cool.
And it's great.
Ask him what it was like working on the Kids Whitney High comic. What was his
What was
experience?
it like? What was it
No,
like
'cause you
working
haven't
on
asked any questions,
working
so.
on the kids at Whitney High? Comic?
It was a really excellent experience as far as making comics go.
bring me
I've
in.
worked with quite a few writers, and the script was pretty challenging, and that was an interesting thing for me to try and represent all of the things that were being written and I was amazed reading it afterwards how well it all fits together, because when you read the script in the beginning, you think, gosh, I wonder how this is all going to flow, not seeing any of the artwork yet. And when you look at the final piece, I think it reads pretty well. I think it's pretty impressive.
Like there's a lot of stories going
Right,
on, but it kind of goes, okay, you spend some time with these kids and then you go back and forth and, you know, but it all sort of weaves together.
It's all one story.
It's all one story, yeah. It's not an anthology. So cool, Neal. So vonflueart.com, right?
That's right.
And you are available for house parties, mural painting. What services do you guys offer?
We do pretty much anything and everything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, if it requires a brush, and most things that don't.
You guys painted the car wash recently.
Yeah, on Artesian Aviation. Yeah, we did that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's close.
It's close to Jeffrey's Comics. It's only 3 miles away.
Yes, it is. So, so cool. Anything else?
No.
Did I cover everything?
I think so.
Cool.
I
You want to give a
the
shout out to
opportunity.
your wife and kids?
Yeah, hey.
Hey,
Go to
they've got
bed.
a beautiful
Isn't
family.
that what they say? Go to bed?
No,
They
it's
say
time to
every
go to
night,
bed. Yeah, I
go to
hope you're
bed.
not watching this,
Go to
kids.
bed.
You guys don't have like Time Warner cable though, do you?
We don't have any cable.
I think it's a very smart family. They don't watch TV, which I think it goes a long way.
I think the hardest part about not having cable is saying it without sounding like an asshole.
Wow.
Especially when you're on a
TV.
cable show.
Yeah. Right. That sucks.
I don't think
See if you can wind it up now.
You want me to wind
Don't
it up?
leave all the responsibility to me. Come on, do it.
Well, dude, I've been feeding you all your lines all night. It's like working with Val Kilmer after a 4-day
That's
crazy
going like
bash.
this. Caesar's doing this. Just
Oh,
can
we're
do
done?
it,
All
will
right.
you?
Oh, it's time. It's time. I'm
Jesus.
sorry, I didn't realize it was time. Well, folks, I know you guys are having as much fun as I am, but take a look at your clocks over there on the wall or wherever you keep your clocks. You'll notice that it is probably the 10:30 hour, which means that our show is sadly at an end. So I'm sorry, but it's not my fault. Okay?
Do it again and just go to a break.
Oh, our show's not at an end. We'll be back for 5 more minutes of bonus minutes time. Stick around.
Jeffrey's Comics is located at 15900 Crenshaw in Gardena, directly across from El Camino College. We have over 1,000 graphic novels. We have over 500 new comic titles. Our video section contains over 500 rare nostalgic DVDs, classic entertainment for all ages. This is our kids' comic section. We have a large toy selection. This is our statue section. Our older comics are all great investments. We have comic books as cheap as 4 for $1, going up over thousands of dollars. At Jeffrey's, the magic never stops. We live comics, we love comics, we are comics.
That's why they call me a geek. Oh, well, a comic book geek.
You are still the man.
Me?
Go.
I'm still the man?
I forgot what we were supposed to do.
Who's still the
man? When I get
Who's still the
tired,
man, Captain
I get
Greedy?
really, really senile.
You get really senile when you get tired?
Okay, it's the end of the show.
We made it.
We love you guys.
We did 2 shows tonight, but you're only going to have to watch them one at a time, which is the good thing about being where you are. But I do want to thank Neal Von Flue and Robbi Rodriguez for stopping by and sharing their artwork and their thoughts and their hearts with us. I just heard that there's going to be a Kids at Whitney High audio version of the comic for the visually impaired that you will be able to find on thekidsathwhitneyhigh.com. So keep an eye out or an ear out or something out for that. And
I would like to thank my little grandson.
Seth was awesome.
Seth for doing some of his dancing, his great dancing. He really feels it.
Yeah, you can do it. You want to dance? Get up here, Seth, and dance us out, dude.
Is he gonna do it on the table?
Right here on the table, buddy. Come on.
Can you do it on the table?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Can you do it on the table?
Come on. Here we go. You ready? Dance it out. All right.
Who said uh-oh back there? Yeah, I got you. Come on. Break out. Here we go. Dude, he likes to do this. Oh, I'm helping.
What is this? I heard you do a dirty dance. You do a dirty dance?
Come on. Seth, bring it on. Yeah.
All right. Bring on the child services. High five, Seth. All right. You're a real superhero. Be careful.
Come here. Everybody is fine. What do you think? Yeah. Absolutely.
And to think this is all free. All right. Cool.
Thank you, folks. Great night.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Woo! He never said that.
What about my vagina?
That is good.
Yes, it's another exciting episode of Comic Book Geeks. We're going to be here tonight with two of the esteemed artists of the Kids of Whitney High comic. We've got Robbi Rodriguez and Neal Von Flue. So stick around.
And
tie your shoelaces if you can. And
watch a couple guys who are
crazy about comics. Thanks for bringing that home, dude.
Comic book geek. I never set limits on what man can achieve, so they call me a comic book geek. I love and beauty and what philosophers say, but I'm a comic book geek. Don't call me a loser, 'cause I'm a comic book geek. 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 I want to live in a world of adventure. I want to have the seas of immortality. I want to move across the limits of imagine, past the limits of believe that we can be beyond the limits of human. That's why they call me a geek. Oh, well, a comic book geek. I love a comic book geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek. Geek, geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek. Geek, geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek. Geek, geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek. Geek.
You know, it's like the smallest coffee. You would think it'd be the biggest, but it's actually pretty small.
But you translate it as all grande, or it's all large.
Oh, yeah. Well. Now, were you drawing comics when you were in Texas?
Oh yeah, I did a mini series called Hero Camp, which got picked up by Image. Is how I broke into the business.
Cool. How'd you wind up doing that book?
A couple of buddy of mine. He was actually a retailer at Lone Star Comics.
In Texas?
In Texas. It was actually a big comic book chain. And my friend Greg Thompson, he used to work at the CBLDF for a while too. But we broke in doing Hero Camp, which we just want to do like silly superhero books. And let's do silly superhero books, but in camp.
How did it sell?
I did pretty well for like 3 unknown guys who never did a book before.
What's pretty well? Did it sell better than Captain Greedy?
Probably. About 4,000 each issue. We did 4 issues.
It's a little better than what I did.
How much did your book sell again, Jeffrey?
$389.
You know,
All right.
yeah,
Look at the camera.
Vince is handling that.
The camera that's on, you two. The camera
Yes.
that's on.
Or this one
There's a
here?
little red light on it, yeah.
Matt, why don't you say Matt's cam? The Matt cam.
The one that's
not
the
see the
lights
red
on.
light?
Fucking
I don't
red
look at
light.
lights, dude. I look at people.
Okay.
It's not like I don't know
So
them.
let's do a
You're a
clean
real people
intro.
person.
You're gonna do a clean intro. Say that you have 2 artists for Kids of Whitney High, and then we're crazy about comics. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with that. 5.
It claims you mean no
4,
cussing?
3. What?
Kidding. I'm kidding. I was kidding. A little
I think he was talking smack.
side joke. We're good. We're good.
Oh, we're
He's
good.
going to do it anyway.
Am I doing it? You're
Yeah.
not doing anything tonight.
We're in 5,
Tired.
4, 3, 2.
Whoa! What is that? What's popping all over your eyeballs over there, folks? All right. So hey, Robbi, thanks for coming down tonight, man.
No problem.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
I'll let you talk.
No, we're
I'm
doing
good.
really well. Did you run all the way in your orange tennis shoes?
Oh yes, I went
love
all
that.
the way up here. Local guys.
I've never seen orange tennis shoes before.
Yes.
You're from Texas
I'm from Texas.
originally.
Yes.
Oh, I had a question about Texas. Oh, I was driving through Texas going to Mexico, and I saw the Rio Grande, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like about, I thought the Rio Grande, it was like about this wide.
No, it's pretty big, but you can walk it.
You can walk through it? Is that a river or what is that?
Yeah, it's a river.
Okay, cool.
You can walk right through it.
So maybe when it rains, it gets to be pretty big. Honestly, it wasn't any bigger than this, I don't think. At least where we were.
Well, it's like when you go to Starbucks and you order a grand